Hello. Why am I so low? Hello fishing, hello Kurochi, hello Kuro, hello fish wherever you are, hello Lord Teal, hello shoes. How is everybody doing? How was your weekend? Did you survive the time change if you had it? Because I didn't. It was terrible and I had to take a nap at 3 p.m. So yeah, that was that. Also, I feel like I have problems with my model already. See, sometimes you are in a good mood. Sometimes you're very productive and you want to do so many things. And then things just go wrong. Like right before stream, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna click start stream. Then I'm just gonna quickly go to the kitchen so I can get some water for my water bottle. And then, yeah, the strap for my water bottle had to get caught in my container with all my pen. And I had to make a mess on the floor. I just realized there's 2 pen I did not see. It just didn't. It just like that. It's just like why do you need to do that? I was already stressed because I was running late because I was trying to figure out a lot of things for the channel, and it was stressful. Okay. And then the yap begins. It does, and it never stops. You cannot escape it. And I'm going through a lot of thoughts because, as you all know, I've already announced I'm quitting my job, but apparently they kind of want to keep me longer than I expected to, and I don't know how to feel and what to do about it. Like, it's a complicated situation, but I was thinking that by the beginning of April, I would be free. My chains would be broken, but apparently they kind of think that I will be there until the end of April, and I'm like, you know, you want to have a good relationship with your last employer for when you look for a new job, but I'm not ready for 2 more months of this. I'm too depressed for this, so we'll have to try our best to get that done faster, you know? Hung out with fish over the weekend. Let's go. Did some hobbying. Yes. Did you do some miniature painting and cool stuff? And like, did you touch grass or something? I wonder. I wouldn't do something so dangerous, but maybe you did. Nope, I stayed up playing video games, and one moment it was 2 a.m. and then another moment it was 3 a.m. Then the next morning I had to be up somewhere by 9:30 and somewhere by 9:30. That sounds like, you know, decisions that may have had an interesting result, and I don't know that I would want to be in your situation. Touch grass? Never. See, at least you get it. I don't touch grass, but I mean, I feel like you're bamboozling us because I remember you posting a video of you touching grass, if I remember correctly. So maybe you are trying to bamboozle us right now, Dai. I'm just saying. I've seen things, and I don't know about that. Do you love your current job environment? No, I hate it. I guess you haven't been there long enough to know how much I hate my job, and I was very depressed, and I was having a whole crash out about it, and then I decided to quit. So I've been feeling better because I made my decision and I'm quitting my job, but I haven't quit it yet. So I'm still suffering, and I'm still trying to get out of there, you know? I've been caught. I would touch grass more often if Vegas had more of it. Excuses. You just need to be true to yourself. You don't want to touch the grass. You did it anyways. Because that means that you made a lot of efforts to find the grass. I'm just saying. I see you for who you are. I wasn't planning to stay up till 3 a.m., but daylight savings made that happen. Yes, I was super tired Saturday, but I was like, man, I can't. I just passed out, but I forgot to tell Aster that, and then he stayed up playing his visual novel game. And then the next morning we woke up and I was like, oh crap, I should have told you not to delinquent tonight. It is what it is. So I did have a grand old nap. I think I slept for like 2 hours yesterday afternoon. I could not. You quit your job working in the Putin mines? Yes, the Putin mines were too harsh for me. As a turtle, it was way too much work, so I had to continue. Oh my god. I forgot. I always update you guys on the accounting lady saga. I'm telling you, life is rough. This lady's getting caught in all the problems. At least I know she's done with this job, so I'm just hoping she gets out before they expose all the things they have wrong with her, because I'm like, every day something else comes out and I'm like, girl, I can't even protect you. Yeah, life sucks. I want to be a raccoon, only eat, bath, and strolling around the forest, then eat. You know what? This is a glorious life dream, and I hope we can all reach it. Just chilling, just having a grand old time. That's what we want, you know? But yeah, accounting lady got caught in another mistake because I still don't know exactly what happened with the key situation. But the other day they come see me and they're like, oh, can you check if
that payment went twice, and I'm like, I mean, I can just check in the bank account. And then my boss is like, you have access to the bank account? I'm like, yeah, I have for 2 years. Good that you know about that. Like, my bosses are interesting. They have no idea what goes on in the company bank account, and I'm like, you guys just never want to like log in and check. I don't know, but I do. And then I found it, and then they were like, she made a mistake. She sent that payment twice and blah blah blah. And I saw them exchange emails, because I also have access to my boss's emails, because when she's on vacation I have to have access. So I just always have access to her email, and I have all access to the accounting lady email, so I can get all the TL I want if I really want to. And then I remember seeing like the big boss saying to my boss, like, please put that in her file. And it's like, girl, get out before it's too late.
It's Kohaku! It's Gohan! Hello, how you doing? Did you guys know it was Kohaku's birthday? It was Kohaku's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kohaku. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Let's go. I forgot I escaped singing. What do you mean? I thought? Wait. I'll make an exception only because it's mana. Yes, you will get singing from me whether you want it or not, okay? Yap time. I've been tired since I woke up and my whole day has been so bad. Oh, I'm sorry, Konanta. All the huggies, all the comfort for you too. I'm very tired too, so you know. Who's stronger, Goku or Luffy? I will take Luffy because I love him and I know him, and I've never watched Dragon Ball because I never had interest. So I'm sorry, I'm biased. I don't know the powers. I don't care to know the powers. Luffy for the win. Even though my bae is Zoro after all, but you know, gotta follow the captain out here, okay? But did you have a good weekend, Kohaku? Were you pampered? Were you gifted a lot of things? I'm sure you had a lot of good food, as you told me, so you know. All the good stuff for the Kohaku. But you know, it's been a tiring, boring, I want to quit my job day. It's really weird. Like, mentally, I'm in a weird space where I'm like, okay, I know this is almost over, so I can push through. But I can't. I'm just like, I can't take this anymore. I'm like, I have disconnected from this job such a long time ago. I have nothing to give anymore. I just want nothing to do with it. I just want them to leave me alone, really. So it's like, whoops, I didn't want to do that. I was trying to read chat. Whoops. But yeah. I got none of them. It's Gohan. I mean, are we talking rice? Or we're talking somewhere? I wouldn't even know. Again, I did not Dragon Ball. My cousins really tried. My cousins got me into One Piece and it worked out. They really tried to get me into Dragon Ball, but for me it wasn't the vibe for me. I don't know. I think it's the art that was not doing it for me. And then I heard about all the memes about the battles that last a whole season and stuff, and I think it's funny, but I'm not interested. I'm just like, I don't know the lore. I never looked into the lore. I'm sorry. I got lots of snackies and I spent most of my weekend on Elder Scrolls Online, so yes, I was happy. That's a great birthday. It's not my birthday. No, it's not yours. It was Kohaku's. 21, I like you. Yes, happy 21st birthday. Drink responsibly and be safe. Yes, be safe as a newly of age person, Kohaku. You're now a new adult. Gotta be responsible, okay? I was looking around and there are a lot of VTubers born in March. Like, I feel like every day I open Twitter, which this morning Twitter was down, was a weird feeling. At first I was like, why is my phone acting up? Because when I'm bored at work, the first thing I do is go on Twitter. So it's like, that's what I want to do. And then it was down. And I was like, so I went to Google and I was like, is Twitter down? And then it forced me. It forced me to write, is X down, to get the answer. And I was like, well, it's down, so I knew it wasn't me. But I was trying to read on top drama and I couldn't. And I was like, my drama, my tea when I'm bored at work, I cannot. Hilly Jix, you have a pretty name. Yes, we have a bunch of Kirby's, we have a bunch of turtles, even though I don't know why the turtles are in the minority here. Like, hello? Why are we overtaken by the Kirby's?
I still want to update these. I swear, I've been working on things. I'm working on videos. I'm working on making my streams prettier for you guys. I'm working on stuff. Okay, I swear. I'm trying to enhance you guys' experiences. What are we another? Why are you checking Twitter, shaking my head? Because tea. There's not that much tea on Blue Sky. I'm not gonna lie. The entertainment value sometimes is not the same. Like, as long as there's specific subjects you can have very interesting conversations about on Twitter. Like, it's just what it is. I don't partake in anything. I don't discuss. And I'm not easily depressed by what I see. If I don't care for it, I move along. So, Twitter is okay for me. It does not affect me mentally, personally. Guess what? My paycheck is here. Let's go. Let's go. We love paychecks. I'm still fighting my job because it's been about 2 months and a half that they've been messing up my paycheck. So yeah, they've been stealing money from me. So, you know, I already hate my job, but they also mess up my pay. It's been 2 months. And today I tried to reach someone higher to fix the situation, and then I sent an email and it bounced back to, oh, this person doesn't work anymore. I was like, oh, awesome. Awesome, who the hell do I talk to? I need my paycheck fixed. I need my money back. Oh, I'm excited. Got my tax return incoming. I got to pay my bills and all my debt. It should stay down. I mean, yeah. I mean, I would cry if it died, but if it's back, I also don't mind, you know? Apparently Anonymous took credit for taking down Twitter. I wouldn't be surprised. I love this type of drama. I hope I see more about it. I hope it's like, oh, I'm taking Twitter down because X, Y, and Z, and then I see the people fighting over it, and I'll be like, oh wow. Oh wow, it's so deep. We're just talking about social media here. Nobody died. It's fine, you know? Now, if you want the tea threads is where it's at, in my opinion. Really? The people there are way sassier. I mean, if we're thinking about the Instagram comments, they're not the same breed of people. I'm just saying, they be different out here, so maybe. I don't know. I downloaded Threads when it came out. And that was about that. I made my account. I know that my reels do post there automatically, but I really don't know what's going on there more than that. It's a thing that exists and I don't pay attention. I just turned on the music. Please let me know if it was super loud, because I used that to be on the radio show last Friday and I raised the volume and I just realized that it might be quite loud. So let me know. You collect One Piece card game? No, I don't. I've never been the type to have like physical things for games or anime. Like, I mean, I guess I am a huge collector of manga, and I specifically like them in French. Do not ask me why. So I have a good collection of them, but except for that, I have maybe 3 DVDs, yes, old stuff of anime. I love plushies. I think I have maybe 2 figurines, and both of them were gifts. So yeah, I've never been a big collector. I'm too broke for this. Like, I think if I had money, maybe I would get into collections and stuff. But as of right now, I'm like, I could buy a figurine for, I don't know, X amount of money, or I could pay my credit card. You know? Those are my choices. So I just work on these and try to find a way to be free out here. I'm still working on figuring that one out for myself, but you know, never give up. Never stop trusting yourself. You got this. But yeah, thank you for everybody that did show up for the radio show on Friday. I had a great time. I think the host was very nice, and it was very nice of vtuber Cocktails to recommend me. I sang a few songs. I don't know about the audio quality, but I hope you enjoyed if you were there. I do like their channel, and they have a bunch of guests, and it's pretty fun. And I might be able to rejoin their stream in December, because they have like some type of karaoke battle with all their guests of the year, and that's pretty interesting, so that's fun. So feel free to check them out. If you check my Twitter, you'll see I have retweeted their post over there. I hope you are still enjoying the singing march. I am trying my best. If you see that I skip days, it's because it's days that I just don't want to do. Like, I think the first one that I skipped was what's the name again? What was it that I skipped? Was it the one that was for voice acting? No, it was Make a Duet Ready. And I was like, I don't want to do that, because I'm that's not my vibe. So I'm not going to do that. Then I'm skipping tomorrow, which is music with voice acting. Because I don't voice act, and it'll be like another level of cringe that I will not be able to handle. Like, I cringed when I was making the short for today because I could not figure it out. But I was like, you know, I can get past it. But voice acting, I think, is a level that I cannot reach. Like, it's just a bit too much. So I'm gonna do my best to get back to the next one. I don't remember exactly which one it is. Let me see. What was singing March after? Oh, it's request from a friend. Oh yeah, I wanted to put what was that? One second. There's stuff showing up in 1 second. That must be my how to make a new side hustle video I had somewhere. All right, here. The La Piété song is request, yeah? Oh, hello, Clarence, how you doing? Well, that's the thing. I was gonna make a poll for my members to choose if they see it before it's time to post it. I think, where was I? I have way too many tabs. So I'm like, where is it? Okay, so tomorrow is voice acting, so I'm not posting anything. So I'll have 24 hours. They'll have 24 hours to give me something. So it's Kyra. Hello, Kyra. How you doing? Tab check. How many tabs do you have? Oh God. Don't expose. Like, I have several windows going on. So, jeez. I may have prepared too many hot dogs for breakfast. How many hot dogs do you have for what breakfast? Okay, so let me see. Window number 1. Okay, so in the first window I have 22. Then in the second one I have that's 8. Okay, and then here I have 3, and then here I have 2. And then I have 3. And I have 1. But this one I'm closing. It's fine. And then I have 1 for the music. So I don't know how much that is. But it is what it is. Tap check for today. Oh, you're fancy. You're organized. Look at you. I've been so EP. Same. It's been terrible. The time change have been hitting real hard, and I'm like, I'm not ready for this. I have it doesn't split up between 2 windows. You know, that's what I aspire to do. I aspire to have 2 windows max, and then have tabs in it. And usually I take the time to like put them back together so they make sense. But then we have a problem, you know. 97 Chrome mobile. Oh yeah, my phone is at 99. I always have to close one. 15 on iPad, Firefox, 25 on Opera phone. On my phone is like 30. Yeah, on phone, like you open something and then you never close it, and then you see it like a month later, and you're like, oh right, I was reading this. Oh, I downloaded this. It just happens, okay? It's just what it is. Bless your RAM. Yes, I love my RAM. I have a lot for a reason. For some reason, my PC hasn't crashed yet. I love it. I usually can only eat 2 hot dogs. Even then, it's too many. But I got bold and mean 3. Like, first, how big are them hot dogs? And how are you having this for breakfast? That's a lot. I don't know. I'm no one to judge because I will have anything for breakfast. But sometimes I get judged. Like, Azor would judge me because my first meal of the day was a big chunk of shepherd's pie the other day, and he was like, but breakfast. I'm like, but it's noon. I have to have my shepherd's pie. Hello, Gotcha. How you doing? What you need, homie? But yeah, no, I don't do tab checks because it's dangerous out here. You don't want to know. But every time I'm about to stream, normally I take the time to like clean them out so I know where my main tabs are, because I want to have a heart, because I want to know where my Twitch and YouTube chat are gonna be so that I can follow. And I usually have like Twitter in case I posted there or something. You know, I keep my stuff kind of organized. but then life happens, and I was trying to do too many things before stream started, and then it all went to all sorts of things. I have a 3D VTuber model, but I need a 2D one. What do you mean by need a 2D one? Because the 3D one is pretty cool. Honestly, it's a lot more easy to customize. You can buy outfits on Booth, or you can find free ones, and you can change a lot of things. Mind you, you have to have, to know a little bit of what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to Viroid, but someone amazing like Kohaku has made gorgeous models in 3D. And Twig is amazing at 3D modeling as well. So, if you develop your skill in it, you won't need that. And then you can, make content with your 3D, make some money, and then do it. I want to use YouTube Studio when it doesn't support 3D. 2D, of course not. It's not the same thing, but have you used VC Face? VC Face is for 3D models, and you can just use that. There are different options for different things. You can use Warudo or VC Face, and those are both free, so you should be able to do it. I also end up having too many tabs open, especially with the Facebook app update. Every time you click external link, it opens an in-app tab instead of going to default browser. Yeah, I mean, it's not even our fault at this point, okay? We're just gonna blame them. They just make things that open tabs for no reason when you're trying to stay in the same one, okay? They just do that to you. Yeah, I'm using VC Face right now, but the movement seems to lag. I mean, I don't know. Which one would be better? I find VC Face to be too stiff. I use Warudo, and it even comes with freehand tracking too. It does. Yeah, I guess VC Face I only use with my first model 3 years ago, so I don't know if it's evolved or not since then. Warudo personally I do struggle with, but when it works really well though. Try setting resolution to lower if it's lagging too bad. Yeah, there are other problems, Gotcha. So I would say you don't need a 2D model. If you want one, it's a different story, but you can probably do a lot more than you think with your 3D model. It also depends on your PC, because you have to have good enough specs to handle the tracking. When I had my laptop was great for being a laptop and writing documents and doing that type of thing, but it could not handle gaming. It could not handle model tracking, so for sure you would need to check if your PC can handle tracking really. Alright, what's up with that? Back then we had to hold CMD before clicking on a link to open it in a different tab. Now they do that without us making them. I thought it's just me. No, they just they choose what will open a new window, and you have nothing to do with it. And then you have 10,000 tabs, and then you don't realize, and you don't know how it happened, and you're like, no. I do end up opening a lot because I start researching something, or I see a bunch of videos on my YouTube page, and instead of being a normal human being and putting them in my queue, I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna see that after, but I can't just add them, so I just open them in different tabs instead of making a queue. I don't know why I do that to myself. I tried that, the movement still lags a bit. Also, yeah, I use an HP laptop, sadly. It can't handle a little bit of gaming. Yeah, I wonder. I actually don't know what is more intense on a PC between 3D and 2D. I mean, have you tried tracking a free 2D model in VTube Studio? It comes with a bunch of things. You could be the cat. Start streaming as a cat, it's fine. Because, honestly, you could have Actually, there are a few free customizable models. If not, there's quite cheap versions of it. There you have options that are free or quite cheap, and you could just use that. If you know that you can use a 2D model with VTube Studio, it's not lagging, just get a free one. And then whenever you grow and stuff and you can save up, maybe you can get a custom one, but you can start with a customizable one, which is what I really wish we had back in the day. I would have started with a free model like that, or a customizable, instead of going right into getting custom. But I guess I did see a thread about how to become a VTuber on Twitter, because they're always one every 2 days. But it's true that the first step is start streaming first. That is the first step. Check if you like streaming or making content, whatever it is, what you want to do, making videos or streaming. You need to do it first. See if you like it. Don't invest in it if you don't know if you like it yet. So, be impulsive. Just put your things together for free and just start streaming and see how you like it, Working in SEO content writing is killing my RAM. What is SEO content writing? What does that mean? I know SEO is usually the search something that people need to have good stuff of for their YouTube videos. But what would it mean to be an SEO content writing? And why would it kill your RAM? I have questions. It's Karen! Hello, how you doing? Time change messed me up too, yo. Yay, high five, we're old. We cannot handle this anymore. The VTube studio doesn't lag. Why is this here? I don't know why it's here, but alright. I guess I have that for Twitch. This has never worked for months. Anyways. The VTube studio doesn't lie. That's why I want to use it, but I need my MalletTP to do. Plus, I wasn't about to skip the OBS tutorial. I mean, you can do it. Like, just go. Honestly, just go on YouTube. How to use OBS. You'll be fine. But use a free model. Like, gotcha. Just there's a bunch of free models in the VTube studio that come with it. Just use them, or just get a free one. Like, there are a lot of free models. Like, start with that. You know. SEO content writing involves data pulls from Google optimization tools, plugins for Word, and it adds up. I believe you. That sounds like work that I could not understand. I don't understand algorithm and whatever and like search. Like, I really, truly YOLO everything that I do. Like, there's not a thought that goes behind my mind when I'm doing any of that. So you know. That's what's up. True, but now I gotta look it up and I'm lazy. Well, that's another story. If you're lazy, I can't help you. Data pulls from your own content website. I'm in a very similar line of work. So what you're telling me is that you guys are super brain full of intelligence people. Gotcha. So now I know that if I have like technical questions that make no sense, I can ask you and make you struggle to try to explain something to me because I won't understand, but I will ask the question anyways. I feel better about that. Anyways, I had an okay weekend. I'm ashamed to say, but I was very overdue on a lot of the deep cleaning I wanted to do in the house, and I finally got it done, but I was tired. But it needed to be done. Like, when I said my office was dirty, my office was extremely dirty. Like, my floor was not a good floor to look at. So we vacuumed, I mopped, I deep cleaned the kitchen. There's something so satisfying about deep cleaning the kitchen. Like, I like clean all the corners with my little toothbrush and with the little like bleach powder situation. So like all your aluminum stuff, like stainless steel, gets shiny and stuff. And then you're like, yeah, that's clean. That's great. Getting rid of all the crusties behind the things. Do not forget to clean behind your air fryer. Since I moved and I noticed that stuff happens on the walls if you don't, I've been very good at this. I also cleaned my air fryer. It was very needed as well. So, you know, when I tell you I was efficient this weekend. So I was like not down to do anything yesterday. I was like, I put all my energy into cleaning the house on Saturday. Do not ask me to do anything yesterday. Like, Ashley looked at me with the request of cleaning the mushrooms, and I was like, I cleaned everything yesterday, so I wouldn't have to do anything today. So I did not clean the mushrooms yesterday. I stood my ground. I was not about to clean mushrooms, but then I come home today and I have yummy food to eat, so you know, it's great time. Oh, very not big brain. I'm a glorified data entry specialist. It's fine. If you're making them believe you're fancy and you're making me believe that you're fancy, that means that you are. It's a skill in and of itself, you know? Meanwhile, I'm the data analysts give their research to about sports news and make them into blogs for sports bettors. Oh, I've learned too much about cricket and baseball. Oh, that's pretty cool. Again, you wouldn't be able to do all that if you're not big brain. Big brain people in my chat, I respect that. Ga, as the Tomodachi would say. I'm hungry now. You should eat. I was rushing to eat right before stream. I just noticed I had my plate next to me, but I think Aster just came by and took it. Sweet of him. On the plus side, I get to talk to my dad about basketball for the first time in 20 years. I mean, why not? And you'd actually understand it now, thanks to your job probably. So that's pretty cool. Let me see something real quick. Hello, Big Bird. I'm sorry. I am a professional streamer, so it's not like I just forgot to have my thing for the redeems, because I'm cool and I know how to do things without messing up ever. I just know what's up. Content writers, let's go. I wish I was good at this. I don't know, I'm good at yapping, but I'm really not it when it comes to writing it down. That's why I'm struggling with video, what do you call it? Like I'm trying to script videos and stuff and writing it down and make it make sense and stuff. And I'm just like, bro, I don't know what I'm writing. It makes no sense to me, but I'm just gonna try my best to get it to get me somewhere, I'm really trying to get my readings on, but like it's taking a while. I swear I'm a professional out here, okay? Is it oh, okay, like 6 new tabs just opened in front of my face, and I'm like, I don't know why. I'm like, did you need to do all that to connect? It's not connecting to Twitch. Okay, that's why. You guys are seeing nothing. There's no scuff in my life. But it just opened like 10 tabs and it did not do what it was supposed to do. So I'm just like, okay. I'm guessing this is supposed to get me to Twitch to log in, but it's just not doing it. I think it may have been broken. Like I heard someone say it was broken. So I'm like, cool stuff. I need to work on my game. You got this. I'm giving you all the encouragement through the screen. Oh my god, I can't speak. Let's go. I used to be better at writing, but I've been doing so much back-end bulk data management that my writing skills and speed have completely fallen off. Nah, you think they have, but they haven't. You're probably a lot cooler than you think. And thank you for the redeem, Big Bird. But this is definitely broken. For once, it isn't about me. Not that I did forget to start it to begin with, but this is just not. I think it might work on the YouTube side, but I don't think it's work. It's not connecting to Twitch for some reason. My Excel skills are better than they've ever been, though. I'm sure they are. Like for me, Excel, I don't hate it because most of the time, if you're wondering about something, you can just Google it and find the answer, and you'll be fine. But for some reason, like it's not all that clear when you just start it. And then, but then when you have to write everything on your own, then there's no Googling for help, and it's a lot more difficult to manage in these situations, Power query is love, power query is life. I have no idea what this is. What is that? Power query. What is Power Query? It's a data transformation and data preparation engine by Microsoft. Well, that sounds fun, but I don't want to have to need. I'm trying to find a job that doesn't require too much from me. I went through it last week, to be honest, because I actually got a job offer, but I had to think about it really deep to know, like, do I want it or do I not? It was that on the floor behind you. I think it's my floor you're seeing. My dog skills are probably at this peak too. Only way I think I can be better at content writing if I learn GP. My company is trying to market to Japan, and I love for baseball and horse racing. That's actually a good idea. What are you waiting for? Just learn Japanese. It's easy peasy. You got this. But yeah, I got a job offer. I did 2 interviews last week for this job, and it was a good job. It had a lot of advantages, also had a bit of disadvantages. It was gonna be paid less, but it was gonna be less work. But then it was gonna be downtown. It's an hour from my house, compared to my job that is currently 20 minutes by car. And now like, because it's downtown, so there's no way to go by car. It's not worth it. And I was like, it had a lot of good things about it, but I was like, I don't know, since I want to take my time and really find the right spot for me, I'm like, I don't want to take it just because I'm so tired of my job and then I just take something and then I'm depressed in about 3 months. So it was hard. I really, really hate disappointing people or making them feel like I wasted their time and stuff, because I had the first interview and I could tell that the HR lady really, really liked me. Then I had a second interview and both of my quote-unquote future coworkers were absolutely loving it, and I could tell. So I was like, they were not even subtle about how much they liked me, and I expected it. So on Friday she called me and she offered me the job. And I was like, I asked all my questions and like, oh, what is this? What is that? How much vacation? Are you closed during the holidays? I wanted to know all the things before I take my final decision. And then when I discussed it with my parents, discussed it with Aster and stuff, it was like, I don't think it's worth it. But at the same time, I've never had to refuse a job offer in my life unless I had another job, so I could say, oh well, I got another offer that I cannot refuse. But in this case I did it, and it was really weird, and I was absolutely dreading telling them. So she sent me the offer in an email, just waiting for my signature and stuff like that, and then I had to answer, I'm sorry, after careful consideration I cannot accept it, I'm sorry for wasting your time, blah 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 blah. And I was already like screeching in my office, and I was like for like 15 minutes, and then what happens? She calls me. I'm like, no. I looked at my phone and I was like, I don't want to. And then after we're like, just answer, you'll be fine. I was like, and then I answered and I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about going back to school and I don't want to waste your time and not stay. Also, it's kind of far from my house, so I don't want to do it, and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, okay, so it's because you want to go back to school. I guess she needed to have a valid reason to write down so that she changed something about the job offer. But I've been feeling guilty about it for the whole weekend. Like, it's still on my mind. I know that they probably forgot about me already, but I'm just like, I don't like interacting with people, and I feel like I literally just wasted their time because I very early on started thinking that I didn't want to take the job, but I kept doing the interviews. So it was like, it hurts. It hurts to hurt people, you know?
See ya, gotcha. Hope you have a good time, you eat well, and you continue your game, and you figure it out, okay?
I just wanted to see if you would look behind to see what it is. Yeah, no, I'm not that gullible, okay? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are, Shoes? I'm trying to get textbooks. I find myself learning with books better than with apps like Duolingo. Oh yeah, like I feel like Duolingo is good for like the very basics, but not for full-on learning. I think learning is easier, at least for me, with audio. I retain more information with audio. That's why if I watch anime and stuff, I will learn just by listening and stuff. So watching shows with subtitles is a way to learn if it works for you. For me, it definitely does. Learning the alphabet first is usually nice. That's what I'm doing currently, learning Arabic. Like, I've learned most of the letters, but I haven't like mastered them all. So I did quote unquote learn them all, but now I'm doing revisions so that I can recognize them faster, so then I can start reading and understanding. Because as I was like, oh yeah, you should be able to read stuff now. I'm like, bro, you do not understand. I can recognize them in Duolingo. That's the extent of it. Every time I'm outside, like, and I see, yes, sometimes I'm outside, but sometimes I see a store and I see something written in Arabic. I'm like, I try to read it. I'm like, I can't read that. Just like, I have no idea what's written there, and I'm not confident anyways. So he was like, just review the letters and stuff so you're able to read, and then you can start reading stuff and like practicing. So that's currently what I'm doing. It is not easy, but I'm willing to give my all to it, okay? No, that's good. Companies changing the conditions of their hiring and job expectations is great to adapt with current tabs. Yeah, I was like, honestly, I know it might be a picky thought, but I feel like most companies these days that are good offer 3 weeks vacation after a year or as soon as you start. So when a company only offers you 2 weeks, I'm like, yeah, I know back in the day that was the norm, but I don't feel like that's the case now. Like, why do we start at 2 weeks? 2 weeks is nothing. And especially this company didn't even close for Christmas. Like my current company, yes, I have 2 weeks after a year, but we're closed for a whole week during the holidays. So like I technically have 3 weeks starting, and then it goes up every like 3 or 5 years. I don't remember. But for me, I'm never down. Especially if you have to like accumulate the time and everything. And I'm like, that they're so cheap. They're just being cheap. Current trends, yeah. Tabs worked in my brain. I can read Russian. I don't know what it means, but I can read the alphabet. That's how I am with Korean. I can read Korean. Ask me everything. Like I'll know a few words here and there. I'll understand a few sentences. Ask me what anything means in a random post. I don't know. I remember when I was struggling with English, you can show me a word I would fail to read or pronounce it correctly. Yeah, that was funny. When I was in Japan, I would help with the English classes, and then I was just the help sometimes. And then they would like show people how to pronounce stuff, and I would get it wrong. And I'd be like, I'm sorry, don't listen to me. Just listen to the native over there. I think I saw it was like a bow, but it was supposed to be a bow. Or something like to bow or something. I didn't know which one it was, and I was like, all right, let me let the natives teach the kids. Okay, I can't do it. Okay, that did not compute for me. But yeah, I love languages. Like if it was a job to learn languages, I would probably do that. I think like if there was an actual job I would want to do, it'd be that. I'm like, when I was younger, my parents and my sisters were like, oh, you could become like a translator and stuff, especially since you like languages, you like Japanese and stuff. And I do. I wonder if I would have liked it. I wonder, since I'm not much of a people person, I wonder how I would have felt about it after a while, because it's a lot of work and it's stressful and your brain needs to be running all the time. I guess it would have been a good mental challenge for me, but I never pursued it to a high enough level that I know enough Japanese to get through it. So, you know, it is what it is. Reading is almost always a 3-step process. Recognize the symbols and arrangement. Sound out the words. Recognize the word. People take their proficiency for granted. It's a hassle. Always has been. Indeed. Reading words in English requires so much context to pronounce the correct word. Yeah. And like you forget about it after you speak English for a while. But I still wonder, like, just like whatever you were asking, like the whatever query. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I saw it and I was like, I don't know how to pronounce that word. I'm just like, I don't think it's a word that I encounter on a daily basis. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, even just in my day-to-day, I speak English at home, like, 99% of the time, because after I ain't about that French life. But I speak 100% French at work. I speak 100% French when I'm with my parents. Like, in all my other environments, I'm always in French. It's just with Aster, and then he makes fun of me because he's a bully. But at least it gives me more practice time. But I don't know that I'm evolving or becoming better over time. I mean, I'm probably better than I was when I started streaming. Like, I try to go out of my way to pronounce better now, even though I still fail. Again, especially when I get excited, I'm playing a game, I'm doing a lot of things. All of a sudden, I'll be mumbling, and there's nothing that can be done about that. Yeah, what do you mean Bologna and alimony rhyme? What do you mean they rhyme? Isn't it Bologna? Is it not? I will feel betrayed if it's not alimony, I know. Is it supposed to be Bologna? Am I tripping? Are we tripping? Are you playing with me? Because I'm confused now. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Let me check something while I'm at it. Bologna. I thought it was written like ending with an actual N-E-Y. What do you mean? What do you mean? Baloney. I didn't know that's how you write that one. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? what is this treachery? I'm learning too. Like, what do you mean you're the England person? What do you mean you're like what? I have so many questions. Like, yeah, she's from England. She should know that. What do you mean that we're learning this together, Kohaku? Like, what do you mean? I was sure you wrote that differently. Are you sure there's not like, because in French, I'm pretty sure. What? I'm so confused. Apparently, it's been a deformation of it's not supposed to be that way. Because in French, it's very similar to what I thought it was. So I'm like, what do you mean? I also thought Bellany was a different spelling. Yeah, I thought it was written exactly how you just wrote it, Kohaku. So I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what? I'm sure bologna is more American than British, to be fair. Probably, which would make sense because in Canada we were taught England English in school when I was growing up. I don't know if it's changed now, but we used to learn the different ones. So I have a bunch of words that I write with a random U in the middle, like favorite, neighbor, colors. I have a U in there that people don't. And then my thing is always trying to autocorrect. I'm like, no, this is how I learned to write this. Stop it. But yeah, I'm a dirty Texan. My pronunciation may be suspect. I probably would do my best to understand anyways. This operation was your idea, Anakin Skywalker. I don't know. Was it? I've never watched Star Wars. I don't know. I tried to watch one once and I fell asleep. I'm sorry for fans, but it's just not for me. In English, we call the bologna a smoky sausage. But what? Is it smoky? Is it? I have so many questions. I don't know if I've even had that. I only know like the spaghetti sauce. That's bolognese, but I don't even know how you say it in English. I don't know. So we should be talking about Arkansas and Jigsaw. Isn't that with an S? Don't you? What is Jigsaw? Arkansas? Yeah, this one I feel like I've heard before. This one kind of makes sense to me because I've heard it. But Jigsaw, I'm pretty sure it's with an S here, because if you're gonna tell me there's a Z in this one, Jigsaw, is that a thing? That's a rapper. But I think we're talking about a jigsaw. Bolognese sauce is not related to bologna. Bologna, troubling me like that. Oh, smoked sausage is a very different thing here. I know none of these things. Oh, the KCD game wrote them as smoky sausage. I wondered if bologna is an American thing. I don't know anymore. I feel very troubled by all the information I have been given. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What is that about? It's Bliss! Hello, Bliss. How you doing? I forgot how to spell it. It's okay. It's okay. It's just I'm wary of everything because I don't trust anything anymore. We've been bamboozled too much, and I'm like, I don't know what anything means anymore. Nothing makes sense anymore in this world. Also, I really don't know why my throwing stuff thing is broken, but it's broken and it's okay. We will live without it. I will try and make sure I catch your redeems. You get used to it after a while. I would guess, because as I said, like, I don't spend most of my time speaking English or thinking in English. So I don't think I've ever come across a situation where I needed to pronounce these words. It's just not a thing I do on a regular basis, you know? Smoked sausage here is literally beef, venison, pork sausages that have been slow cooked in smoke. That really sounds yum if you ask me, so I'd be down for that. I'm killing some boredom by watching Twitch VODs. Lost track of time, I didn't know you started. Yes, I am here. I am here to cure your boredom as well. But live though. Actually, Mana, do you think in English or French? That's a good question. It depends. Like, you know, when you have your imaginary like conversations with yourself, It depends on who I'm talking to, you know? If I'm talking to my mom or something, it'll obviously be in French. But then when I think like something is really stupid or someone is doing something stupid, I think in English most of the time. But then again, I do happen to speak to think in Japanese here and there. My brain is a very, very special place, and I think anybody that would actually try and have a look in there might have a little brain aneurysm trying to understand what's going on in there. There's a lot of a mix. I tend to mix languages as well. And sometimes, you know, when you speak English too much, at some point you lose your words. When you try to do vice versa, someone asks you, oh, what is that in English? And you're like, and then, oh, what was that in French again? I'm like, I don't know anymore, you know. One moment, YouTube ads be coming for your throat. Time to get YouTube Premium. That's the only thing I wish. I wish that members could get no ads on YouTube, but I don't think YouTube will ever do something like that. They need to make too much money with them ads. My country is forced to study American English. It's part of our curriculum for nursery and to college as mandatory. But my current employer are British, so I had to change certain ways of typing. Ah, interesting. It's interesting that they would like force them on you. YouTube been quite egregious with their ads recently. It's getting worse and worse. I mean, I feel like we've been seeing that for months, so I can't imagine how bad it is right now. I missed the answer to the question because of ads. I said, 1 second. YouTube ads, was that? Yes. What is that life? I live that privileged life of being under someone else's YouTube premium account. I was saying that it depends. If I have a conversation with myself, it depends who I'm thinking about. I'll either think in French or English. When I'm mad about something, I think I'm mostly thinking English, but it depends. Because if I'm frustrated about something and the person I'm frustrated at speaks English, I'll probably be imagining my conversation with them in English and be like in my head. But then I'll mix them up. And sometimes I also do think in Japanese for no reason, so that's what's up, you know. What's up is I've lived in the southern US my entire life. I use the UK spellings for armor and color interchangeably with the American spellings. See, it's not just us. Like, for me, it's annoying. I hate when I write something like that and my autocorrect is trying to fix it. I'm like, no, I know exactly why and how I wrote the thing, and it was on purpose. Leave me alone. I want to hear you cuss somebody out in French. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever encountered someone that made me cuss at them in French. I might call them stupid. I might be like, they're a waste of my time, or they have no shame. But I don't think I would actually cuss someone. I don't do that. I mean, I don't really do that in English either, but I feel like I have a lot more imagination in my head about what I would say if I was gonna insult someone in English, you know? It's so bad. Online shopping stores have resorted to brain rot TikTok style shorts with AI voiceovers. Oh my god, those are so bad. They're so bad. Like, oh my god. I was playing a game, and you know, you have to watch an ad to get more energy to continue playing your game you're obsessed with on your phone. And then I kept getting this one ad for freaking solitaire cash, and I'm like, no, I will not give it into the temptation. It's definitely a scam. I'm not doing it. But I got used to seeing that app. And then at some point, I see the same exact app with the same actors and everything. And then when it's time to say the name of the game, they just have a random voiceover over the name. And now it's for Bubble Cash instead of Solitaire Cash, but it's not even, it's a girl talking. And they put a random, like, older woman voice on top of it. It makes no sense. It's so badly done. I guess it's the charm they're going for, but I don't understand. Guys, you can't make a new ad. Hire me. I'll make your ads. I don't know. But these, I mean, I guess they work because they keep doing them anyways. Also, what is with the US and UK not agreeing on the color gray with gray? I also use both interchangeably. I do the same. I don't know why you guys gotta mess it up for all of us. US, UK, figure it out so that all of us that are learning it as a second language can manage, okay? I had to use Grammarly when I typed. 3 years at this job and I thought I got the hang of it. Then my company started covering NBA too. So now I need to speak US English. Yeah, I can't imagine having to learn all the different ways, like, to communicate with different crowds and stuff like that. I could not. I can barely speak English. Like, don't ask too much, you know? I spell it both ways because I don't know the difference. Yeah, you know, you write it and then you do, probably fine. You know, you have that feeling. I feel for you. Same. I could not. I barely have to write in French at work, and I'm just like. And French is complicated. Thankfully, I was always quite good at it in school growing up, but like. Some people just don't understand. Even my boss, I often would like have to like correct her mistakes and stuff. And I'm not being anal about it, but I'm just like, you know, there's here you need an E at the end, ES at the end, and then you're like, oh, here you need to have an apostrophe. And I'm like, this is not the right way to write this verb right there. There's some more games where their biggest pitch is, this is not a fake game. Like, that's it? That's your selling point as a game? Come on. Yeah, they're doing that. But I mean, these days, the ones I see like, and you can win real money. And they're like, after you bet a certain amount, there's a chance that you can win some money, but you have to put some money in the game. But then it's free. And you get free money for playing a game. And it's like, yeah, for sure, there are apps. I have found an app that like actually paid me for the games I played. I had to be obsessively playing. Like, I had time frames and stuff that I need to like make sure I finish the game in time. But they paid me. I'll be honest, I made $100 in a month, and then I got tired, so I have it. But if I wanted some monies, I would just get obsessed with the game again. But that paid some bills, and I'm happy. I mean, let's be honest, it paid a bill, and I'm very happy about it. I needed that monies. But yeah, it does exist, but you have to be careful. Some of them are more trustworthy than others, so you have to do that. But I got my sisters on it. I was like, I'm just saying. I found one of these things that tell you play games and get gift cards or something, and it actually was true. I made monies, but like I think it was too stressful because we're like, oh, you have to finish this game in 5 days to get the money, and I'm like, okay, I got time like this. There's only one game so far that I've kept playing after because I actually like it. It's like you know, these merging games that they always ask you to do. That's what's up. If I was going to get back into mobile games, I'd pick up Arknights or Girls Frontline again. I don't know these, and I will stay away from actual gacha games. And I'm pretty sure these two are. Like, I play games that don't really require to pay money. It's either like Match 3 or merging stuff. You just use your energy. When you're done, you just move on and you wait for the reset. It's about it, you know? Not exactly cuss them out, but have an angry conversation. Oh, I'm very cold. I don't know if you would find it any interesting. Like, when I'm mad at someone, I will be very cutthroat. I will not be screaming. I will not be, you know, I will be extremely polite but very harsh. That's how I react when I'm mad. That's what I've been doing when the people messing up my paycheck. I've been like, yeah, no, I'm gonna need you to fix that today. I don't care. They're like trying to tell me, oh yeah, it's fine because it's money that you're gonna get back later. I'm like, yeah, but my bills are tomorrow, so I don't really care. Fix it. Thank you. You know? No more mobile games for me. Only gacha looking game I'm looking forward to at the moment is Ananta. I have no idea what this is. I have not been keeping up. I used to be very aware. Oh, look at that. Saribot doing his job. It didn't even have time to show up behind me. Look at that, getting all the bots out. Apparently casino providers are trying new ways to appeal to a newer audience, so they look different now. Our generation apparently are interested in baccarat roulette or poker. What is the new generation into? I was never into any casino stuff. I don't like gambling, so I don't touch it. I don't promote it. I just don't go that route. I'd rather make money that I'm not losing and gambling away. Ananta blew up a few months ago because trailer looked like an anime GTA. Oh, actually, I think I've seen the trailer. Oh yeah, I forgot about that trailer. I mean, is the game actually good? Like, it looked like it'd be fun. Or is it actually already out? I don't know. Did you turn into a professional Karen on them? Yes, I did. And I need to do it again because as I was saying earlier, I tried to get to someone higher than the people I talked to, and apparently she quit, so I can't talk to her either. So I need to find someone. My boss was like, just talk to the highest boss available in the whole building. He'll do something. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try it one more time, someone a bit lower, and if they don't answer, then I'll put the big boss in copy. I don't care. You're stealing my monies. I need my monies. They owe me money from the 19th of December. I could use that right now, you know? I'll play that on PC though. There's no way that's playable on phone. Same with Genshin. Genshin, I remember when I wanted to play it, I downloaded it on my phone, but it took hours. It took hours. My phone was like burning. I was like, I'm not about that life. And then I played for about like 30 minutes and I was very much over it. Not even 30, I don't think so. It just did not click for me. I don't know yet, no news yet since that trailer dropped. Oh, okay, so it's not out yet. It did look fun. I've never been into GTA. I don't know if this version would do it for me or not. By new generation casinos, I mean some of them look like arcade games. That there's a whack-a-mole gambling game I forgot the name of. Oh, okay, so like they're just trying different like, yeah, it's arcade game, but you pay money for it. But I mean, how? I feel like arcade games is so much different. How you there's a limit to how great you can be, but I don't know actually. Maybe not. I have no idea. Apparently the devs aren't releasing any info yet. They are focusing on making the game fun before anything else, so they aren't rushing. Yeah, and I can respect that. I can respect that too. I'd rather they at least it was like a interest checked that they did probably with the trailer. And then people were like, oh, ooh, we're interested by that. So now it gave them the motivation they needed to keep going because they know people are waiting for it and talking about it. So I'd rather that than they come out with a game that's like halfway done and then they need to have patches all the time. That would probably be very annoying, to be honest. I played Citizen on both mobile and PC. I didn't get into the hype. I think when that one came out, I was just coming off from my obsession with Honkai Star Rail, and I haven't touched it since. It's been over a year since I last touched it. It was a fun game, but it was getting a bit too tedious for me. Like there was just too much to do. I was like, I just want to fight. Leave me alone. I don't want to do all the missions and like get through all the story. Again, what turned me off from Honkai Star Rail was things being story locked. I was like, but I just want to fight. I like the fighting aspect of the game. I don't want to be doing everything else, and they wouldn't let you. So I was like, okay, well, I guess my interest was cut there, and I just slowly faded away, and then I haven't touched it. It's still on my phone. I don't know. I have a hoarding problem when it comes to games. I just cannot delete them off my phone. ROM is still there. I just cannot. It's like, what, maybe what? I don't know, but they stay there. I was playing since it, but I got distracted and I haven't gone back. Been enjoying all their YouTube videos and music though. I do see a lot of ads and like music videos on YouTube, on Twitter about them, so there's that. You better be like Stewie asking Brian for his money on Family Guy. I mean, I've never watched Family Guy. I was not the generation for it, but maybe. But I if you think it's about someone being aggressive and annoyed and very much a Karen, that would be a good description of what I've been. Because again, they should have given me money back, like backtrack to December 19th, that they've been taking off my paycheck every single time for over 2 months. So I'm like, give me my money, okay? Honestly, I was not playing any other game until it came out, so I got to enjoy it with no other commitment. Then I got into Monster Hunter Worlds and the first KCD game, so I haven't touched it. I don't know what the KCD game is though, but I've heard that like people be enjoying Monster Hunter. I wonder if I would ever get into it. Like I remember trying whichever it was that I do own, and I didn't really understand. Maybe I should force Aster to try again. Like we should try and go on missions or something and see if we like it. I don't know. I wonder if he would. I think you would like and enjoy this game called Once Human. Just wait for them to release their permanent servers. Once Human? What kind of game is it though? And I don't like online games. Once Human. What is this? It's a multiplayer open world survival game? Shoes, I thought you knew me. This says all the points of everything I hate. It's multiplayer, it's open world, and it's a survival game. There's nothing for me in there. Nothing. All the things that I hate the most are connected. I'm like, no, I would absolutely hate this. I hate this too much. I don't like multiplayer like that. Survival makes me mauled, and I hate hate open world games. That's the reason I still haven't played Elden Ring. Even though I've been thinking about it because I was missing Dark Souls. I was like, that was such a fun time of my life. Like, I look fondly back on that time. It's funny how I played that when I was depressed. I guess that's just the vibe when you play Dark Souls. But it was great. And then I was like, oh, but I want to get that again. But then I thought again about the open world aspect of Elden Ring, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm still debating it after all this time, you know. Yeah, whether it's about money or any promise they owe you, you kind of have to be a care. In my experience, being understanding is mistaken for I'm a saint that's free forever. Yeah, no, I'm not about that life. Especially now that I know that I'm quitting in about a month. I'm like, I'm not gonna go before they give me my money. Like, they have to give me the money they owe me before I go. Like, that's just how it is. Man, the new Monster Hunter game authorizes you for the hunt. It's noob friendly. What does that mean? It authorizes me for the hunt. What does that mean? I know nothing about this game, so I don't know. Authorizes you for the hunt of what? Is that Twig doing delinquency? I see. You should watch the first 3 Indiana Jones movies, then play the game. Oh, I'd be down. Wait, let me see. Am I tripping? It's Twig being a delinquent. How dare you? Hello, Twig, my beloved Twig. It's a Twig raid. Let's go. I'm getting respectfully Twig, because Twig is bait, Twig is love, Twig is beloved. Hello, Fidwell, hello, Raylin, hello, Twig, hello, Cass. How is everybody doing? Hello, Zero, hello. Yes, Twig, my beloved, is here. We love the Twig. How you doing? How was your stream? What did you do? How are you? I'm trying to catch up on everything that just showed up. Get Twig clown. What do you mean by clown turtle? I'm not a clown turtle. I'm a perfect housewife turtle wannabe. Yes. I was fighting my mod. That sounds like a great time. I know about that life. I fight my mod very regularly. Yes, see, what kind of fight did you have? Did you have a fist fight? Did you have a kicking? Like how was the violence in here? I had potatoes today. Let's go. I love potatoes. It's more of you going around with your friends shooting stuff like people or zombies and looting. Yeah, no, I'm not about that life. I don't know. These games don't really talk to me for some reason, you know? Let me see what I missed. I didn't enjoy Once Human. I thought I'd like it as a survival multiplayer, but the control is stolen from NetEase's old PUBG ripoffs and doesn't feel good. I don't understand what that means, but yes. And I agree with the Indiana Jones game. That sounds fun. I've seen the trailer. I have watched a few movies. I don't know if they're still up to date in my brain though. I'm not sure I'll ever actually beat Elden Ring. I actually went way out of order and I'm just not feeling the progression or fun anymore. Well, maybe you should, like, you know, after a long break, just restart and start a new build or something and have fun with it. The Hunt of Monsters, of course. Let's see. It's not as open world and survival-ish as you think. I don't know. That's the description of the game. I don't know. I don't know that I would want to try it in that scenario. KCD stands for Kingdom Come Deliverance. The first game is a slog and takes a while to get to the good bits, but the sequel that came out in February is so well received. Is GOTY front runner. Game of the year. I can't read. A Game of the Year front runner now. That sounds cool. I don't know if it's my type of game, but I might check it out. It's more of you going around with your friends shooting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like shooting stuff like that. The score was 4-1, 39. 10060 Twig to mods. Wait, I kind of need to know, what were you guys up to? Like, let me check YouTube. youtube.com/@twig. Yes, it's in my favorites. Anyways, streams. What did Twig do? What kind of violence was she doing? Oh, was it chess? Because I remember seeing the thumbnail and I was like, I don't know, are you gonna play chess? That sounds, wait, not 0010. FPS chess, a jolly good time. This looks fun. This looks like violent. I thought it was gonna be actual chess and I just see like swinging. That's perfect. Oh yeah, that's perfect. I had a time where I played chess like normal, no violence chess with Aster, and it was a time for my brain. I had some brain damage that day, but it was fine. It was fine because I knew he was cheating anyways. Okay. Kingdom Come Deliverance is first-person medieval game, right? Apparently, shoots. Can you confirm for caps? I wouldn't know. Let me Google Kingdom Come Deliverance. I feel like I've heard the name. That it was a good game. What's the description on this one? Story-driven open world RPG that immerses you in an epic adventure in the Holy Roman Empire. Avenge your parents' death. Well, thank you for the spoilers. As you battle invading forces. All the games that like try and entice me with the open world factor are where they lose me. I don't want that open world situation. I want them to tell me exactly where I need to go. I don't need that discovery part. I don't want it. I want nothing to do with it. I guess if I'm ever gonna play that type of game, I need someone to just guide me. I don't care. If I'm to describe KCD, basically Skyrim, but with hunger and sleep meter and writing that goes well in both drama and comedy directions. I think I've seen a few clips from people playing the game that were funny, but you know. Let me drink some water. Ooh, survival Skyrim. You know I've never played Skyrim. I don't really know. All I know is like random memes that I've seen over the years, but I don't actually know what type of game it is. It's a very nebulous subject for me. I have no idea what's going on in there. But yeah, except for that, I don't know. Like right now, I'm playing Murdered Soul Suspect. I think, what did I say I was gonna play next? Was it Dead Space? I think it was Dead Space. I feel like I've said it on the stream. I'm hesitating. I have three things. I want to choose if I want to play Dead Space or Bioshock, or do I take the plunge and actually play Elden Ring? Those are the questionings that I have in my brain. I have a lot of things going on because, again, I know that's all I talk about, but that's my life. I'm quitting my job, and depending on when I get my freedom, it will change a lot of things for streams because I will be streaming a lot more and a lot longer. Hopefully, I can survive because honestly, I haven't done like super long streams a lot in my life. Like I've done a few 6-hour streams, but that's about it. But if it becomes a regular thing, it'll be tiring out here, but I'll see how I can handle it, you know? Well, it's really less survival Skyrim and more medieval sitcom. Elden Ring is open world that never tells you where to go to. Yeah, I know that. As I said, if I'm gonna play Elden Ring, I need to have a dedicated backseater that tells me where to go. That's very much what's gonna happen, you know? But it's a fun sandbox with deep story. Most open world games do tell you exactly where to go if you're following the story, but then you get lost because there's too much world to explore and then you don't know where you're at. That's the problem. I haven't played Dead Space, but I love Bioshock. I've only heard good things. I remember like back in the day, I had a friend playing it and I saw a little bit of it, but I know nothing of the story. I just know it's very well liked too. Oh, free from the mansion and tied to the mad gods. What? From TH man soon and tied to the mad gods. What mad gods? I'm confusion. What do you mean? Oh yeah, okay, we got you. Yeah, I feel like my enjoyment of Souls game is literally the battles. I don't care for much else. I like challenging myself to figure out how to get a boss down. And that's why I've ended up fighting a bunch of bosses even though for so long because I was not like leveled enough or I didn't have X, Y, and Z enough. But I like the challenge of it and that's the enjoyment part for me. So when it comes to story and stuff, I don't really care. I just want you to tell me if I'm stuck somewhere. You can tell me. Okay, well next you have to go kill that boss, a boss in that area. You know, don't give me exactly what boss is gonna be, so I can be like, ew, this is ugly. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, boobs. You know, I need to be excited by what I find. I just need guidance to get me to where I need to go without me being lost and frustrated for hours. You know. Yeah, you're not gonna like KCD1. Some games will make you pay attention to dialogues and make you search an area rather than tell you the exact spot. Have you ever watched me play games? Because if you have not, you will know that I do not read. I will not read. I'll be like, yeah, that's cool, and I'll move on. It will not bode well for me, you know. And in case you do one, there are no boss battles. You're gonna die in a 2v1 of unnamed mobs. I hate mobs. They will make me mauled. Like, you know, there's nothing that I hate more than when I'm trying to fight a boss and then the random mobs just kill me. Like, those are the few times that I've actually gotten mad on streams because I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm trying to fight the boss. I'm putting my all into it, and then a random skeleton comes from the side and kills me just because, and I cannot handle that. Then try playing Salt and Sanctuary. I've heard it was good. Astro told me it was good. Isn't that more like what do you call it? Like a Hollow Knight type of game? Like, I think it was in his recommendations after I finished playing Hollow Knight, which I wish I played on stream at this point, but I had so much time. I was too depressed to stream at that point, but it was a fun time. Oh, you like boss battles, guidance, and you like set pieces? Monster Hunter is... Is it? I know that the perk of one of the fun things about Monster Hunter apparently is that there's no health bar on the bosses. That's stressful though. I'm like, what do you mean? You're just fighting this thing hoping for the best, like, you know, I don't know. My God, I met algorithm and stuff from stream sites. You make sense. Cause I don't know stuff like that. I'm just gonna try. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I think I will probably stream from like 2 p.m. to like 8, 9 would be my schedule, probably, at least on most days, and I would be streaming a lot more, so, you know. Makes sense? AdSense. See, I got that one. We love that AdSense, even though we don't get it, but we love it. Monster Hunter is boss battles, the game. Yeah, but it's not like Dark Souls, you know? It's not the same. But maybe I'll try it, and then maybe I'll either get back into it and be like, wow, that's awesome, or be like, ew, I don't like it, it's boring, you know? I thought Shadow of the Colossus was boss battles, the game. What is that? Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus. That looks very Dark Souls-like. I love that I clicked on images and then I just saw a girl crying about it. Like, and she's like, it's a masterpiece. Honestly, it reminds me of Dark Souls, so I'm interested already. Action adventure game. I'm just gonna keep the tab open because maybe I'll get into that one. There are health indicators. Monster Hunter just communicate differently. They get tired, they limp, they have more wounds on the body. Breaking parts also weaken them. Yeah, but you don't actually know, oh yeah, they're halfway through the bar. Like, you don't know the signs of all the bosses, so it's kind of true is what you're telling me. In most RPGs, bosses become stronger the more damage they get. In Monster Hunter, they become weaker. I mean, I would hope so. If not, I'd be depressed. More like AdSense as, yep, yes, Sag. Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I made 0.03 cents on my short the other day, and I'm like, let's go, we're making bank, oh yeah. Like, it's funny, like, the most I make is maybe 30 cents on a short when it randomly does well, and well is like 500 views. Like, when that happens, it's like, ooh, we're eating good this month, oh yeah. Hi there, what the turtle yapping about? I don't know, we're yapping about everything and anything, and I'm tired and I'm just yapping away because yapping is my job. It's not, but I'm just manifesting. Imagine if my job was just to yap around. Amazing. If daylight savings my night. You know what? I'm happy that it's gonna be brighter earlier, but I'm not about the effect it had on my body. I cannot. My body's tired out here. Shadow of Colossus is fun, but oldish game can be clunky at times. I don't know how the PS4 remake was. Oh, but it looks fun. Honestly, I'm interested. I'm looking at the picture and I'm like, ooh, that looks fun. I'm kind of excited about it. Oh, raid? What? Oh, raid. I already had a raid from Twig. Wait. Okay, there's nothing else. I was like, did I miss a raid? Like, what do you mean? But yeah. Except for that, what was I saying? Games. I like games. But I'm very excited to play the game, the Murder Soul Suspect tomorrow. I'm excited to get further and not get tilted like I did last time. I will probably try and have a longer stream, like yap a little bit less because I wanna advance the story and get into it a bit more. So I'll probably yap for like, you know, we're gonna have a little timer, try to make it 20 minutes. And it's a stream we start at 6 tomorrow, so I have an extra hour. So it should be a lot of fun, and I'm excited for it. Would recommend Colossus. If you suffered through Dark Souls and Sekiro, you can do Shadows of Colossus easy. Yeah, easy peasy. I'm a god gamer, even though I gave up on Sekiro. But you know, we don't talk about that one. We just don't. 100%, guys. Yeah, I mean, I love the struggle. I might screech. I might call them trash a little bit here and there. Just a little tiny bit. But at the end of the day, I'll be happy. Oh, my bad. Souls and Redacted. Yes. I don't know. There was something about the fighting style in Sekiro that just didn't do it for me. I absolutely enjoyed Dark Souls 1 and 3. It was super fun. I liked playing them, and I couldn't make it work my way, I guess. You know, I can't parry for my life, but somehow I got through it. But with Sekiro, I couldn't do that. It was really hard for me to, like, time the things. I don't want to have to obey the laws, okay? I don't want to be told, oh, you have to click it that time and then you'll manage. That's not how I work, okay? I need to have freedom in my battling ways. I cannot just be like, oh yeah, you gotta time. No, I ain't timing anything. I'm just YOLOing and going with the flow, and I win. That's why I barely died playing Dark Souls games. It was so easy peasy going around with my way of doing things. In a way, I wish I could forget I played them and play them again. Like, I don't see a point in replaying them on stream at least. Like, maybe I would do it in my free time at home, but I don't really see myself playing Dark Souls again just because on stream. I don't see the appeal. Unless we were gonna compare how many times it takes me to kill stuff compared to the first time. And then we realized it got worse. Anyways, different playing Redacted than Souls. I've seen playthroughs by people that are really good at both. Understandable to not look both different enough. Yeah, that's what Astro kept telling me before. And like, I think his favorite was Sekiro. Is like one of his favorite games. But he was like, yeah, it's not the same game, you know? Could consider playing modded version like randomizers. I don't think I'm good enough to want to challenge myself like that. And hello Lenny, how you doing? How was your weekend? I don't want more challenge. I want the same exact amount of challenge. Cause I ain't a pro gamer. I just want to go in there and have fun. All I knew is that I wanted a fast weapon, so I needed dex. That's the knowledge I went into the game with, and that's what I ran with, and it kind of worked out. And like learning how the bosses do and their quirks and stuff like that is fun. I don't think I was able to get past the bull in Sekiro, but done both first only and 0 level runs in DS3. Well, that's professional stuff. I don't even remember the bull in Sekiro. I think, did I even beat the grandma? I think I gave up on the grandma. I can't remember, but she was beating my butt. I beat the lightning guy, and then I was getting lost in places, and then I was getting motion sick in water, and then I only have really, really traumatic memories of Sekiro, and I'm like, I was like, I don't really want to force myself to continue, even though up until Sekiro I had never given up on the game. I was like, I can't do it, I don't like giving up and stuff, but that was the one that broke me. I could not. I was like, I don't enjoy this. Oh no, I think I gave up when it was like there was water, there was fire, and I had to travel, and I stayed on this fight forever, and I don't remember if I beat that one. I think it was probably when I gave up. Bull is before grandma. I thought I don't even know. I don't. Bull is the mini boss after the first actual boss. You know what? Felt. I don't know how I got past that. I couldn't handle the pairing well in Sekiro either, which killed the fun when I hit a few bosses. May go back and try it someday. Exactly how I feel. I was never a parry person. I never parried a single thing in all my Dark Souls games. So I just went through and I just YOLO'd everything. I don't parry. So having to do it, having to press certain buttons, like I play with my soul. I play Dark Souls with my souls. Yes, I have several. I don't want to be like, oh, but when they do X, you have to react by doing X. It's the same letter. Anyways, that doesn't work for me. That's just not the type of gamer that I am for these type of games. Bull is the mini boss after the first actual boss. Struggles. Oh yeah, I remember Sekiro. Mana was stuck for a while on the boss. I don't remember which one though. Yeah, I just remember I had to travel through a lot of fire. I think I was like in a past flashback situation, and I had a friend that had to help me, and then I would fight, and then he would put poison on me, and it was just so annoying because I would get killed by the people. I think that that's the thing that pisses me off the most. If I'm going for a boss fight and then it has minions coming for me, and then I'm doing great and then a random minion kills me for no reason, this will grind my gears and this will make me frustrated. Like I'm not enjoying the game anymore. Like it just, like I remember it happened a little bit in Dark Souls when like it was the big one that had a bunch of skeletons everywhere. I was very tilted playing that one because I was like, the boss is not that bad. I'm trying to figure out his quirks and how he does things and like his intense things that come out the ground and everything. But as you're focusing on the boss, a random skeleton comes and stabs you in the back. I was so annoyed. I could not. At least I beat them. But I remember, I think this one I beat, and I was not even like, you know, the happy relief that you have after. I was just so tilted, I didn't even really care. I was just frustrated after it, you know? Forgot bosses on purpose, repress, understandable. Yeah, I don't want to think about it too much, you know. All I remember is Mana had to go through a house roof until she got to the bus house. Yep, that's the one. That's probably when I quit. Bosses with buddies are so annoying. Yeah, there's nothing that annoys me more than that. I refunded Sekiro. I knew it's not for me. I was like everything about it, but I'm not that guy. See, I'm happy that we're able to have a little, like, you know, counseling session. Like, we're just talking about all our trauma together. Like, I feel better. I feel like, okay, I'm not alone. I'm telling you, you're not alone. It was a terrible time for a lot of us. It was very pretty. I love that, you know, you could, like, grapple at things and you fly and it's cool. But that's about it. I don't know that I would go back for it. Maybe, maybe not. I would do another playthrough of Dark Souls just on my own to have fun. I would not touch Sekiro personally. Looking at you, Champion Grave Tender. I don't remember which one that is. I haven't finished Bloodborne though. At some point I was like, maybe I should just restart it and play on PC, but I then realized that it's not on PC, so I'm like, I ain't doing all that. I'm not moving Aster's PS5 here, connecting it to my PC. Nope, I'm not doing that. I was like halfway done, I think, when it came to Bloodborne. I was just... Why was I depressed? I don't know, but when I decided to play Bloodborne, I was depressed and I didn't know what to do with my time in my life. So I just started playing it, and then I got busy with stuff and I started streaming more, and then I just never went back. So that was that. Maybe one day I'll finish it. Champion Grave Tender is in the Dark Souls 3 DLC. He's an optional boss. I don't remember him, but I'm pretty sure I did all the DLC, but I can't remember. See, that's why maybe I should just replay it and have fun. I remember we went for all the optional stuff and all the DLCs because, see, like Aster was my dedicated backseater, so he would tell me where to go to find stuff, and that's kind of what I'm looking for if I'm gonna play Elden Ring. I just want people to tell me where to go when I'm lost and be like, no, you need to go that way, or like you're not strong enough for that, do this. And then, I mean, not strong enough, it depends. Like, I need to be just decent. Like, if I'm, like, barely able to beat them, it's fine, you know? It's on PC if you don't fear the seas, probably. Easier to stream from PC than capture card? No, I have no idea stream details. I don't know, because I thought it was on PC, but it wasn't a good version. I thought people were saying it was buggy because it was only recently that they were making it come to PC. I don't actually know. I would need to research that. I know that Aster never wanted me to play it because he's like traumatized by the sound of it. But that's the thing. If I'm playing that, he's probably not gonna watch. So now it's fine. Now it doesn't need to be at all my streams anymore. Is in a snowy field of flowers with a pack of wolves. Let me see. That actually rings a bell. Champion grave tender images. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's near where I met Jesus. There was a Dark Jesus dude. Yeah, I did like this fight. That was a grand old time. It was fun. I liked it. And then I went, like, it was a random player that showed up, and then he was called Dark Jesus, and then he just shoved himself off a cliff, and I was like, Jesus, why? Why do you go like that? That's kind of tragic, you know? That was fun. I love the Dark Souls days. Like, I feel nostalgic when I think about it. I'm like, oh, that was fun. I want to get back to these days. Is that a boss that is multiple bosses at once? Karen can answer that because I don't remember. I just remember having fun. If I remember well, he was quite fast. Was he fast or was he teleporting? I can't remember which one it was. But I'm pretty sure I beat him. Yeah, I don't know. Other people that were there could tell you. It was such an interesting crowd. I also had a very different, like, chat at that point. There's a lot of people that were there for all my epic Dark Souls times, and then they just disappeared. They were there for a season of our life, and then they're gone. But sometimes I see their names, and I'm like, oh, these people are still there sometimes. He's got a pack of wolves with him, and then halfway through, a giant wolf joins him, so it's sort of a double boss fight. Eee. I love Dark Souls. I'm happy it was recommended to me because I don't think I would have ever like known of it or found out about Dark Souls if I was not recommended to play it. I was never the type to just go look for that and just find it. So, you know, it's a grand old time at the end of the day. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think about what would be like my favorite game. I don't know. I feel like I love my arcade games, but is that my favorite thing to do? I think if I'm thinking in terms of like my favorite season of gaming, it was probably definitely Dark Souls. It was fun. It was challenging. I would stream for like 4 hours or more and not even see the time passing, and it like all of a sudden it'd be like 9:30 and I'd be like, how did that happen? And I'm like, I feel like I haven't done enough today. And I think that was the most like immersive I ever got into any game. So that's why I'm like looking for something like that. Like, I miss that time of streaming. It was just a lot of fun and I wanted back. So that's the reason I'm kind of considering Elden Ring, because I feel like it might give me that excitement that I was looking for. If I do end up streaming in the middle of the day, maybe I'll have like 6-hour streams and stuff, but it would kind of suck for people that would want to see that, because I would be starting my streams a lot earlier, you know? Hate multi-bosses, oofy, but that's the challenge. I hate them too, not gonna lie. But when you beat them, that satisfaction that you feel cannot be replaced. I feel that I've got so many hours in DS3. Yeah, I guess I just never. I'm very much of a one-time player person. I play a game and I beat it, and then I will probably never touch it again. Like I was thinking about Cuphead too. Like I did finish Cuphead, but I never played the DLC. So maybe I would get into that at some point. I don't know. I have thoughts and feelings about them games, and I wanna get into more of them and stuff. I have so many things I want to do. I really wanna, make the streams fun and have fun stuff, and I'd like to get some as lame as it is, I just wanna get some what do you call them? Alerts. My god, I can't. I like to have some alerts and animations, but I'm broke. I can't have them. Like I'm trying to fix all the things that are broken in my chat and my whole streaming career. That's why I'm working currently on making the chat look different so it's more easy to read. I want to change a bunch of things, but then life is hard, and then you hit the roadblocks where you have to pay for stuff, and I'm like, I don't wanna. That's why I a big respect to the people getting people to mix their singing march covers, cause I ain't about that life. I'm just gonna be bootlegging it and hoping for the best, okay? Wait. In the future, but maybe The Witcher 4 when it comes out? I have no idea. What kind of game? Is it gonna be reminding me of Dark Souls? Basically, that's the question I have. I feel you. I read books, but usually not reread books. Yeah, it's happened a few times with me. 2 series in my life that I've read twice. Unless philosophy or reference book. Yeah, that's different. Same with games. I feel once I've watched, I've gone through the story, I've gone through the things, and specifically for games. I feel a book, I'm more likely to reread it a few years later and be like, oh, what was that? But a game is very rare. Truck Simulator was fun. Would it be back someday? Yeah. So far I've had 2 streams of it, and I think I would do it again. It's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of yapping. We just yap on the road like professionals, Oh, my birthday gift for you will be perfect for that then. Ooh, that's exciting. That's exciting. Kyra's so epic, making me all excited for then I don't even know what's going on. How about that Pinnacle Souls-like game? Lives of P? It's pretty, I enjoyed it, but it feels way less finished and more janky than Dark Souls. I remember seeing, one of the last few streams that Astro ever did was playing that, and it looked interesting, so since he has it in the Steam library, I might actually play that one. That would be fun. I don't know, but if you say so, if it was fun, cool. Yeah, I don't really care about the jankiness as long as it's playable. If it's too janky to play, then we have a problem. But if it's fine, then I remember Aster struggled a lot with trying to stream the game and play at the same time. He would have a lot of problems with his PC, but I never figured out if it was his PC issues or was it a game with monitor issue. It was weird. License Speed is definitely a buy this on sale game. Okay, alright, well that's good to know, not to expect too much. Which are not difficult timing like Dark Souls, no. RPG, but more like Skyrim, casual game. What does RPG stand for? I feel like I've asked that at least 6 times in the past few months, but I don't remember. Role player game? Is that what it means? I don't know if I'm into RPGs, to be honest. And I feel like I've had this exact conversation and I've always said the same thing, and I feel like I've had it over, and for that reason I'm happy that Astor is not there because he would remember if I did and he would make fun of me. But Witcher maybe not stream safe. People with not many clothes. Oh, it's the suspicious type. Role-playing game, yeah. I'm not a role-playing person. It's funny because my personality type apparently is supposed to be very creative, and I'm like, where? I am not a creative person. I don't like making stories. I'm not good at art. I don't even know what creativity they're talking about. I haven't found it yet, so I'm still on my quest to figure out where the creativity is in my heart, It is fun and pretty though, and a lot more forgiving than it's Soulsborne's cousins. You know, we appreciate that. It looked very pretty, and I mean, you said buy this on sale. I ain't buying it. I'm just using it from Master's Library. That's the beautiful thing about this Team Family thingy. Honestly, it's pretty cool. Like, I think they might change it, but as far as I know, if you don't play at the same time, you're fine. You can play any game that the other person has already bought instead of having 2 copies. And I think they're changing it that 2 people can play at the same time too. So like, you know, cool to have a nice Steam family going on. Rocket propelled grenade, yes. I love them. They make a nice little trail of smoke behind them when you rocket them. Yes, that's how you use them. Yeah. A rocket propeller grenade, true. Yes, you know, I don't know. I'm not good at role playing. I'm not a good actress, if you couldn't tell. That's why, again, as I said, I'm not doing the singing much voice acting situation. I'm not about that life. I feel the cringe that I feel like going all inside my body when I try to act is very much terrible. That's why I wonder if I was ever to like audition for an agency and they were like, oh, here's your character, here's your lore, and you gotta act your lore. Not that they would ever take me anyways, but that might be where I fail. That's probably where I'd be like, oh my god, I need to see my my mafia boss. Yeah, cause I'm a boss. Respect me, yeah. You know. Embrace the cringe. You know what? I embrace my cringe 99% of the time. But even I know where there's a limit to it. Even I know where it's like, you know, I was embracing my cringe when I released my cover today, and I was like, I don't know the notes. I can't sing the freaking Apats part properly, but I'm just gonna do it. And anytime I hear it, I'm like, the cringe is too strong with this. Cringe but free. But what if you're not even free and cringe? I feel like you're losing in all ways of your life at that point. Oh, I played D&D for years. Your character lore can be really fun to lean into. See, that's what I'm not that appealed by. At the same time, I did have once, it was like Aster, me, Vector, and Dragon, something like that. I think it was a group, and we did a little like, it wasn't D&D, but it was a D&D-like game, and we went on a little campaign. And honestly, it was fun, but it's not something I would want to do a lot. It would be a very casual thing for me. I wouldn't be like, oh, we need to meet every week and continue the story. No. Well, I can't be forgetting I named you. I said Kohaku. I said Aster, me, Vector, Kohaku, and Dragon. I knew you were there. I saw you in my brain when I thought about it, okay? I knew. Stop slandering me, my god. 2 people play this at the same time too. Alright, you have checked Split Fiction. Looks fun, actually. Have you checked? No, I haven't. What is that? Split? Oh, is it? I think I might actually have seen a clip on Twitter the other day. Oh, yeah, the 2 girls on a motorbike going somewhere. It's a unique action-adventure experience that keeps you on the edge of your couch with unexpected moments. I don't know anything about it. I can see that it's currently at 5 stars and people be liking it, so maybe that's fun. Cringe is mental. Mental is limitless. Be mental. Deep. I appreciate the advice. That seems like very sound advice. Thank you so much. See, that's why I'm so happy and proud to have people that are so sound of mind in my chat. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel like I'm going somewhere good with my life. Let me have a sip. I love how my model was having a whole stroke trying to drink. Sometimes I'm too lazy. Instead of grabbing my bottle, I just lean towards it and hope for the best, you know? Oh, I just realized I completely forgot to get my emotes falling on my head. Give me 1 second so I fix this terrible situation. Even though, like, I'm probably gonna end my stream soon, but it does not matter. It doesn't matter. I need to get my emotes on my head because it's a very, very important part of the stream. Pop up.
You look so precious when you smile. Here. Alright. Yay! Emotes. We love them. They're sweet. Whoops. I wasn't trying to do all that. Yay! 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 I love emotes. Emotes make me happy. Whether it's someone who is authentic or someone who plays a character, I don't know. I find both endearing. Big Corpus tried the latter for a long time, though, and only if you manage to keep the kayfabe. What does kayfabe mean? Well, I guess that works. It doesn't work on Twitch, but it works here. Got to good time zone, yeah. I'm also trying to buy all the streams and are wrong time now. Yes, it's gonna mess everybody up. But thank you for stopping by, Cass. I appreciate it. Yes, very important, Cairo. But yeah, I don't know. As weird as it is, but I still think it's that weird between streamers. I'm not much of a streamer watcher. I never was. As I said before, I didn't know what Twitch was before I became a VTuber. I learned what it was to be able to do what I wanted to do, and that's why I started there. So I was never into the whole streaming culture. I didn't know what VTubers were either. So it's still also very new for me, even though I am a VTuber. Like, I've learned a lot, and I've learned a lot of lingo. I've learned a lot of like the way things go, even in like the last like almost 4 years I've been here, things have changed so much. Like, the whole scene has changed, and the way people act, the way people do things, and all that happens, the way even corpos work, and like who they're allowed to do collabs with and everything. It's changed so much over the years, and I don't think it's in a bad way. But I don't know. I don't know that I would be good at keeping up a character. Like, I have a lore, but my lore does not define my stream. Like, it's part of it because we joke around and stuff, but that's about it, you know? When I was like, a VTuber? What is that? Oh, I'm one cool. Almost. I remember, and it was sad because the first VTuber I ever saw, he graduated like a year or two ago, and I was so sad. I was like, he was the first VTuber I had ever seen, because I had no idea what they were back in the day. I was like, what is this glorious thing where people don't have to show their face and they just do whatever they want? Because I had been wanting to do content creation, but I didn't want to have my face out there. And then it took about, I would say, less than a week before I just hit go live. And then I've been here since. Look at that. I kind of stuck with me. So, you know, you're basically the only streamer I generally catch live. I'll occasionally catch a whole stream, but you're by far my most watched stream. Look at that. I've made it into your time. I'm happy. It makes me all territorial and happy. I've catch like glimpses of like holo live streams sometimes for the few ones that I did follow, because I like a cover they made or something, but I don't really know much. I've seen maybe 2-3 debuts just out of curiosity, but I don't know. I'm not a stream watcher, or even if I watch, I'm not a chatter either. So like, I can complain about my lurkers because I'm a lurker too. I don't chat like that. Sometimes I'm so lazy. I just fill my thermos with water and put it on my desk, so I have a little of water at arm's length. Beats having to go to the kitchen every hour. Facts. That's why my water bottle holds 2 liters of water, so like, I shouldn't need to get up really soon, you know? Wait, you're not a turtle? Of course I am. What do you mean? That has happened to me like 10 times. Last one was the very first VTuber. She came back though. Well, let's go. It's always good when they do come back. It's scary when like you have someone you like and they're like, okay, well, this chapter of my life is gone. Especially when I'm personally like trying to make it, and then I see these people that like are doing so great. Like, everything is good in their life. They have a good community. They got like, you know, decent revenue. Everything that I wish for. And all of a sudden, they're like, I'm done with this chapter. Bye. And I'm like, but why would you give up on this glorious thing that I'm trying to achieve? I will never get it because I'm not in their shoes. But you know, I always wonder what happens. Yeah, I was never into streamers until 2024. Now I'm very regular at chats. Yeah, I guess it's becoming more popular, or like more mainstream, like more people know what it is. My parents still do not understand. They have no idea. I've shown them my model. They know what I do. They will talk to others about it. They don't know what I do. They like, I mean, it's not like it's my main job, so it's not like they have to tell people. But anytime I'm like, Mom, you called me, but I like, oh, you didn't answer. Like, well, I was streaming, Mom. Oh, yeah, the thing, you know. Vaulting clips for the win. Yes, that way you can catch up on stuff. Hello, Fo, how you doing? How was your weekend? I'm in way too many chats. You know what? It's okay. I mean, I'm kind of like that because I would like to lurk my friends, but that's about it, you know. I'm mod more than 10 peoples by now. You're a professional mod. I don't know how you have the time because I don't even have time to do my own stuff. And I know you have like a whole business to run and everything. I don't know how you manage, but you're awesome like that, so I respect that, you know. We can pretend streaming is like being a superhero. Superhero for what? Of yapping? I could represent the yapping faction of superheroes. Yes, it's a real talent, really needed to save lives. You know, saying I'm a professional. My first VTuber was Koseki Viju, and because of her, I became so familiar with everyone at Hololive and Holostars, but I'm inactive in their chat. I only speak here and like to other indies. Yeah, I was there for Biju's debut, and I really enjoyed it. So I was like, yes, absolutely. Oh, hello, Doris. How are you? How was your weekend? I remember watching most of the debuts of Advent, and I really enjoyed them. Like, and I see a lot of their clips around. I think I'm subscribed to Biju. I'm subscribed to Nerissa. I'm subscribed to Iris. I think those are the 3 Hololive people that I have in my stuff. Nobody else. And not that I watch their stream, but at least I'll see clips and stuff about them. Weekend was light. Hopefully yours was too. It was fine until I was robbed of an hour of sleep, and then I had to crash out yesterday afternoon. Superpower yapping. That's me here to save you. Or when they're successful being some way, and then they're like, I'd be like this now. And when people are not interested anymore, some are like, why did they leave? Well, like, I guess when they change their whole thing. Well, I mean, I think it's hard because I feel like a lot of people will have to do a specific thing to manage to grow. And I guess they hope to have their community like them for who they are above what content they make. And that if they have a content shift, that the community will follow, or at least that new people will be there. Because imagine, like, I've heard some people are like, I started off as a Genshin streamer because Genshin was the thing, and then I would stream Genshin every day and stuff, and then I grew to like 60 average viewers and stuff. But then I was like, I'm kind of sick of Genshin. I don't want to be doing Genshin for the rest of my life. So they tried to shift into other games and other things and other content, and then it's a gamble to see if the people are gonna stay or not, and that must be scary. I've never gotten there, so I never had that worry. But I feel I do like that I'm a variety streamer because there will always be something for someone somewhere, hopefully. Like, I know that the people that were there when I played Dark Souls are not there anymore, but I had a great time. It was a great season, and it's fine to me. I will change my seasons, my seasons of games, and different people will come and go, and I think that's okay. I'm only subscribed to Yagu. I mean, you know, it's fine. Was it Yago or Yagu? I actually don't know. I do like him. Advent and Justice both had great debuts. I didn't watch Justice. I heard of them and I saw them on Twitter, but I didn't watch them. Don't do a dramatic pause when you say you got robbed. What? No, you don't want to have the drama factor? Why are you giving up on this thing? I'm trying to achieve facts, but still respect. I mean, I guess they don't want to overstay their welcome. I still miss them though. I mean, I wonder if it's overstaying their welcome or they just have new dreams that are able to achieve thanks to it. I'm thinking if, like, let's say I was a VTuber for like 10 years and I made so much money that I needed to work anymore, and now I wanted to like travel the world. Like, yeah, my viewers wouldn't know that this is what I decided to do because I wouldn't tell them about my life. I would just tell them this chapter of my life is over. I'm on to other things. And I'm sure that some people did VTubing and were able to save up, but then they find their dream job, like in whatever, maybe they were in school and they got to finish and got their degree, and now they want to do their work rather than VTube. And I think that's fine. In my case, since I've never had a passion for a job like that, I really thought it would happen. I would probably stream until I'm an old grandma. It's just what it is, you know? For sure, if I do end up having kids and stuff, it would impede on my schedule and stuff. But I would try and be there as much as possible, you know? I'm subscribed to like half of them, but I don't watch them since like
3 or 4 years. Yeah, my sub is there, but I don't watch people. I'm subscribed to everyone at Cover Corp. Yeah, you're a real one. You're a real fan. I'm not. I'm a faker, you know. I don't actually know how to enjoy big streamers, but I always keep up with their music. Yeah, usually they have the resources and the voices to release amazing music, so it's good. But at the same time, I don't really use streaming platforms for music, and I don't think I would go out of my way to download them, so I don't end up listening to them more than once when I see them in my feed and I'm curious and I click them, or I see a clip on Twitter and that's about it. Yeah, that Green Tea Boy and the Pink Mushroom Girl both escaped the Genshin traps. Hard work. Green Tea Boy. Oh, both of them. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know that. I didn't know that the Green Tea Boy started there. I had no idea, but I definitely know. I knew for Pink Mushroom Girl that she's moving away from this, and I was telling her, we were talking about it the other day. Like, I'm proud of her for making that move, because I don't know if I would be willing to do the same after finding something that works content-wise for myself. I would do everything I can to, like, you know, keep feeding it and, like, slowly moving out of it, but I wouldn't do a drastic change in content, and I'm like, I respect that. You got the guts for it. But mostly because I love all music they put out. Yeah, I don't think I've ever listened to, like, a Hololive cover or an original song and I was like, ew, what's that? Like, no, has not happened. It's usually pretty epic stuff. Well, yeah, but that's like content related. I was talking more about changing personalities or directly trashing their fan base for a new fan base that's not actually there yet. Oh yeah, no, the whole personality change is another thing. I don't know why you would do that. Like, what do you gain from doing this? I don't know. Some people go all crazy and be like, I am not who you thought I was, and you better like me as I am. And it's like, but that's not my VTuber. I don't want it. I don't know. I've never had to, like, never mind. There was at least one person that I used to watch that I wasn't the biggest fan of their content, but I really wanted to support them. And then they kind of turned out to be trash, and I was like, oh well, I see who you are now, and I just moved on, and I just keep my mouth shut and I move on. I do believe in karma and content creation. I don't know that I believe in karma in all things, but I do believe in karma in content creation. I feel like you cannot hide who you really are. So I don't need to say anything for one day things to come out, and I'll just be staying quiet anyways. I won't even say like, oh, I knew it. Nope, I won't say anything. I will just be like, well, you cannot hide your true personality. If you're trash, you're trash. So it's fine. I will only warn people if I really, really care about them and I see them getting in trouble. I'll be like, I'm not here to spread drama. I'm not here to start drama. I'm just here to share my experience, and you do with that information as you will. That is what's up, you know? Right, I also have them on my Spotify playlist mixed with Linkin Park and Fall Out Boy. I've said some streamers at SVP or Idol around the Spotify. They have great singers. Well, I mean, are they at least on YouTube Music? At least you could get it there. Personally, I don't really use Spotify. I do put my music there because I know that Kaka's there and she likes PewDiePie. Not PewDiePie, my god. Spotify, I mean. But I don't use streaming streaming platforms for music, and if I do, well, it's gonna be the one that comes with YouTube Premium, so you know. Spotify stan, yeah, that's you. Isn't it kind of sad to walk away from their audience like that? Yeah, it's very sad, and I don't know why you would do such a thing. I do care about my audience, like I care about you guys a lot, so I don't see myself like going out of my way to like hurt any of you or like not being considerate of any of you. Like I'm like, nah. I buy CDs or MP3s, CDs if they're available. Having my own collection that can't just disappear from the internet on me is a must. I mean, I would just download. I don't know that I would go all my way to get a physical copy. I would just download the song I like and keep it on my PC or my phone or something, you know. On New Year, I haven't had a lot of bad experiences when it comes to the VTubing sphere, but I've had at least one, and I'm like, eh. Mena likes the color red so much she can spot red flags from a mile away. Well, that's the thing. I am a very trusting individual. Sometimes I trust a little too much and I get burnt. And I'm like, oh dang. I thought this person cared. Oh well.
And the kids, of course I care. I care about all of you. I got really annoyed by Spotify's algorithm. It kept giving me really garbled recommendations and I just gave up on it. For me, when I tried to use Spotify, at least like a few years ago, it didn't have the music I listened to. Like I mostly listen to like OSTs and like background music for stuff and like sometimes very obscure old OSTs, and I would not find them or not find certain tracks, and that would annoy me. So I was never a big Spotify fan. So at least with YouTube, I know that all the random AMV music I have in there, it will be there. So far, anything I've looked for on YouTube, I have found. So I'm like, you know what? I'll take it. I'm not sure. I remember easily 3 huge VTubers that have done pretty bad things. They never apologize and never chant, and they're still pretty successful. You know, in a way, if you're gonna do something quote unquote bad, because I don't know what it is, maybe it's bad to certain people, not bad to others. Honestly, the best way to get away from drama is to not say anything. You just go along, and if like most of the time, if you're a big VTuber or whatever, your following will be faithful to you no matter what, or even if you lose some, you will gain some from what you did. So honestly, if you get in drama, best way to keep successful is probably that, because if you apologize, some people will be like, oh, you didn't apologize the way they wanted to. I will just do my best to never get myself into any drama or any problems or controversies, but sometimes it's better to just move on. Like I remember I saw a VTuber that got canceled for like, I don't know, they did something to an artist on Twitter, and then they just stopped using Twitter, and then their life was perfectly fine. Like they just stopped, and then I think I saw them like last week. I was like, oh, she came back. And then like I did not notice, like I wouldn't see her in my feed or anything anymore, but she just stopped going on Twitter for like 6 months to a year, and she was doing really great on Twitter, on Twitch, and doing her things and doing her streams and everything, and she was fine. So drama and cancellations and whatnot only go so far as much as attention you put into it most of the time, unless like you're like Mr. Beast levels, like you can't really get away from it, but that's about it. Yeah, turns out trash is really hard to swallow. Yeah, no, it's really sad when they turn out to be someone you didn't expect, for sure. One person I really liked came out that they hated the category person I am. That hurt. It seems like some people get big enough, they feel to let those things slip out. Yeah, sometimes people also make the mistake of thinking they're untouchable when they're big enough, and they're like, hey, I can say whatever I want. And the thing is that to a certain extent, they can be right. If they have cultivated a really big environment, like a very like quote-unquote cult following, it does not matter. No matter what they say, they're gonna get their followers are gonna be there, or they're gonna get new ones. So it is what it is. It is the world we live in, and sometimes you just need to be like, oh, well, now I know that, I'm just not gonna touch that and go along. I personally never think that it's worth having like verbal Twitter text fights online. I've never thought it to be useful or that it works. Like even if you like ratio someone, what does it really do? It does nothing for you. It does nothing for your hurt feelings. It does nothing for your disappointment. Just block and move on. That's the way I choose to live my life, and I think that's the healthiest thing you can do. Like when I got hurt, I just decided to not interact. I let them know how I felt, and I told them I would not be getting in contact and not do anything, and I just moved along, and I have never contacted them. They never contacted me. I didn't even block them, so I see them sometimes, and they didn't block me either. We just coexist in the world without interacting, and that's fine. I think it's better that way, and that it is what it is, you know. Let's see. It's funny how ignoring the drama kind of worked, because Niji and Ian somehow still have some viewers. I mean, yeah, and honestly, they're not doing bad. I don't think they're doing as great as they used to, but they're doing great, and they're just not talking about it. And honestly, I feel like sometimes people have to give up to, like, get a life. Like, even if people were outraged with the whole Niji Sanji thing last year, I feel like if you're still going out of your way to go harass people, like, you're definitely the problem. Like, it's been over a year. Move on. Go to the positive things. There are better things to care about in life, and I don't think that's one of these.
Leave the people alone. You don't like the streamer? Don't watch him. You don't like some of the Niji people? Don't watch him. Block him. I don't know. It won't do anything. Like, do you think they're gonna talk to you specifically if you write a mean tweet on there? It doesn't matter. Just move on. Live your life. Be happy, you know? Well, one of them didn't stay silent. They kept saying they were the actual victim. And other pretty big VTubers were like, oh, so you're right. I did stop following like 2 or 3 dozen of them. I wouldn't know. I don't know. I don't follow a lot of people. Most of my following on Twitter is like giveaways. Like, it's usually my friends, giveaways, and like maybe an artist I liked or something, which is also why sometimes if someone got cancelled and I was following them, I don't know. I am on Twitter, but not at the same time. I don't know every single drama there is, okay? So if people unfollow me because I followed someone, I don't even care. I stopped caring about Twitter followers a long time ago. I like to post things sometimes when I feel the energy. I feel like, you know, creativity in my brain and I have the energy to post, then I will use it. If not, that's about it, you know? I'm bad at judging characters. I try to assume the best in everyone. I refuse to change though. Hurt me if they must, but I like the way I am. Me too. I will never expect the worst for someone, so I would say that my radar is not the best. Like, I'm not the best at telling when someone is either being fake or being mean on the low. It will take me a while. I will always assume maybe I'm misunderstood or something. And then when it's like full blown, then I'm like, I get hurt a little bit, but I'm like, oh, well, that sucks. Block, you know, you just move on. It's fine. So I can't believe some corpos with horrible stories still have big fans. Yep, it's just what it is. Honestly, ignore the drama is definitely the best solution. If you get canceled, like I'm not trying to be, but that's what's up. We love to preserve our mental health. Exactly. You preserve it by ignoring the things because you can't do anything about it. And yeah, that's that. That's that. You can't do anything about it. What are you gonna do? Because you write that one DM to them is gonna change the way you do things? No, it's not. So it's fine. Speaking of horrible corpos, I was wondering why my country didn't have a corporate VTuber. Apparently we did, but this is the CEO trying to make a harem. Oh, wait, I feel like I heard something about that. I'm pretty sure I heard about that agency. That's ick. Yes, that gives everybody the ick. Well, about Nijian, I disagree. They did sever CCV, retention and revenue. Yes, for sure. The one I'm talking about have not suffered any consequences. Yeah, no, Nijian has suffered, but they're still managing. I think they probably make less money than before, but they're still staying afloat. I'm thinking in terms of if I was one of the talents that were in that situation. Yeah, instead of making, I don't know, I'm sure it's more than that, but instead of making $5,000 a month, now I'm making $3,000. Can I live? Yes. Does it suck that I lost some? Yes. But do I have my full-time job still? Yes. So I'm surviving. It's gonna be all right. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying random numbers. I'm sure they make more money than that. Even if it's like less than before, it's still an egregious amount of money that I will never see in my life. So it's fine. True. I like a lot of people who've escaped Niji. Yeah, I mean, now that it's so common that people leave corpos and just become indies and people find them, it's fine. I was never a big fan of them before the whole drama, so I didn't know their talents like that. So I wouldn't really know personally. It's live and learn, not live and make it worse, am I right? Yeah, that's pretty right. It could be any country. Yeah, no, say it like that. Speaking of former Niji, Unnamed has crazy vocals. They're among my top listened tracks in the past months. You know what's funny about that? I never really told anybody, but they had open auditions to sing the chorus to one of their songs. Guess who made it in there? I'm actually in one of their tracks. If you look at the credits at the end, you'll see my name. And I felt very happy. That was a little achievement I never told anybody. I think I finally told Twig about it last weekend. But like, I saw it and I was happy. And then I screen capped it. And then I sent it to Aster and that was about it. But yeah, sometimes I remember. I'm like, yeah, I'm in an Unnamed song. And I'm like, yay, I made it. Being a corporate VTuber is so complicated. I'm sure it is, but I am someone that needs management, so I would enjoy that. you know, I would like to have someone manage me. I feel that is one of the things that I'm really lacking as a VTuber. I have the will, I have the energy to do stuff, but I struggle with management. Even in my day job, that's something that I do struggle with. So I would just need someone to help me, like, okay, here's the projects, here's how we're gonna do them, here's what I need you to do. That's what I want. Like, if I could afford to just get a manager that helps me that way, I would do it. Like, that's what I feel I need the most as a content creator. That's awesome. Congrats. Thank you. It's so cool. Yeah. I was very happy. Like, I don't know. I got, as soon as it came out, because you had to submit your vocals and everything, and you didn't know if they chose your vocals or not. So, like, as soon as the song came out, I was like, okay, that's fire. Well, did I make it? Was I in there? Ooh. And then I saw my name and I'm like, yeah, I made it. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell me apart from the chorus, but I know I'm in there, and that's all that matters to me. I can't even really brag and be like, oh, go listen to this, you'll hear me in there. But I like to apply to projects that have to do with music. Like, I'm not confident in music, but I like it enough that I will cringe at myself and do it either way, you know? Almost choke. That would have been a tragic time. But yeah, I am working on a bunch of things. I'm excited. I cannot wait to quit my job. I can't wait to stream a little bit more if that's how things pan out. I hope that's how things pan out. But yeah, that's about it for me. I hope you enjoyed the chatting. I enjoyed it. I love yapping with you guys and talking about all the cool stuff, all the important stuff. And I guess my message for today is take care of yourself. Protect your peace. Don't let others disturb you. Don't let them bother you. Just protect your peace. Protect your heart. And remember that people do love you and appreciate you. I appreciate all of you exactly as you are. And that's what matters. And I will not go back on that ever, okay? Thank you for the stream. Thank you, Fall. Thank you, Dahat. Thank you, Kuda. Have a good night. I have a little confidence in my singing. Only sang at karaoke once because my little brother was so bad I had to step. Well, you need to do it more, okay? Good night, Karen. Good night, Phil. I'll see you all tomorrow for some games and fun and big brain activities, okay? Anyways, have a good night. Have a good night, Lenny. Thank you. Of course, Kohako, you know I love you specifically, okay? Specifically you. Have a good night. You're all awesome. Bye-bye.